edition of Music Mondays. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Every Monday I'm live across platforms. I'm live on Instagram, I'm live on Facebook, my profile, and my page, which I just realized I was not live on my page on Facebook last Monday. But ladies and gentlemen, here we are tonight. You can go ahead and submit your song to not only be heard and given feedback and clarity and direction in an amazing community here on Monday, but also as an opportunity to grow and excel with your own fan base. That means coming out properly, coming out adequately to literally feed your fans what they need to hear and your future fans. I'm here to give you my 2 hours of experience, or not 2 hours of experience, but 2 hour experience live with my 20 plus years of experience in the music industry as a whole. So ladies and gentlemen, we are here, we're out here. World Renegade Music is facilitating the comment section across platforms. So if you see World Renegade Music and or on Facebook, you see me commenting, it's not me. So I don't see what you're commenting on Facebook and YouTube, but I do see what you're commenting on Instagram. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get this thing going. If you can hear me well on Facebook, on YouTube, let me know in the comment section, and of course I'll get that text that'll let me know how it's sounding. So if you're here right now is the time to submit your hard worked on song. All right, I know so many artists are putting out songs constantly, and the problem is, honestly, you're not able to really grab hold of a fan base strong enough to move into realistically a full-time position as an artist slash performer. And another thing is, some artists are not performers. They're not gifted at performing, right? They're just gifted at doing the song. But you gotta have the whole package. And for me, that's part of what this show is about on Mondays, ladies and gentlemen. It is to help you with the whole package. I give you a brief assessment on your Spotify and your Instagram profile. As you submit your song, you put that information in there, and I go through it as I give you feedback for your song and overall presentation all at once. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing on Instagram? Just wanted to say what's up to everybody. I got the phone right here. I got my friends right here on Facebook and YouTube. And so if you're watching right now, I want you to go ahead and share this with everybody you know. And don't just share it on the app. Share it on Instagram, but don't just share it on YouTube. What you're going to do is share it on Facebook via copy link, text it to your friend right now. Where your friend is at right now, who's a music artist and or somebody who wants to find out what new artists there are out there, especially in the realm of having music that is to energize you, motivate you, encourage you, and not just bring you down and just kind of have you kind of high off God knows what. I'm talking about good, clean music. If that's you, then of course this is ideal for you. And if you're watching right now on Instagram, then go ahead and click the little DM button on the bottom of the screen. We're getting into so many amazing topics tonight, of course, being facilitated by World Renegade Music in the comments section. And for those of you that are watching right now, go ahead and comment on YouTube and Facebook, a page and a profile, all live right now. So go ahead and submit. If you can hear me well on Facebook, please comment below, and on YouTube. And if you can hear me on Instagram pretty well, again, I'm not plugged in there, but hopefully you hear me not too, wide and echoey, but probably you do, because the studio space is not fully paneled yet. I don't have the panels yet. There's really not much furniture in here yet. I've got my brand new studio set right now behind me. I've got a visual side back there. I've got the engineering room here, and then I have the another room over there for podcasts and recording as well. So where you are right now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to go ahead and go to worldrenegademusic.com /submit, worldrenegademusic.com /submit, and submit your music now to be heard tonight. Again, I'm here for 2 hours live every Monday, 2 hours live. So if you're watching me right now, now's the time to submit your song, worldrenegademusic.com /submit. Make sure you fill everything out. So I want to know the producer. I want to know the engineer, right? I want to know the engineer. I want to know the producer. I want to know what your Spotify account looks like, if you have one. If you don't, you can leave it blank. If you upload via SoundCloud only because you haven't put out the music yet, hey, that's okay too. I've actually, shout out to Sage, because he's the one that comes up off the top of my head, that has always submitted a song on a Monday via SoundCloud link, and not the traditional Spotify or even the MP3 attachment. He submits it through SoundCloud. So if that's you, you can do that too. And if you have any questions, of course, World Renegade Music is going to answer in the comment section. Some of you will see it on Facebook and YouTube as myself. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to get through the music tonight. And shout out to Jamil. Jamil, we're going to kick it off with Jamil tonight because he submitted something that I have yet to hear. Haven't heard it yet. Unless it's from his album, then I probably did hear it because I have skimmed through most of his album and played through quite a few songs as well to show him love. Jamil has been the artist of the month last month. What that means is on the Spotify playlist, the Next Ones playlist, you're going to see this come up on your screens, those of you on Facebook and YouTube. The Next Ones playlist is where you can be added. This is the cool thing, and I forgot to mention this last week. You're going to be added on a playlist that has a potential more than just see, because the thing is, there's 62 likes. This is a small playlist. We just started this. This is a Music Mondays exclusive playlist for Music Monday artists that have submitted, that have bangers that are already out, that have been out for maybe a month or maybe even 6 months, and nobody's heard the song. I want to put it on the playlist, period. You understand what I'm saying? And what I didn't mention last week is this. What I didn't mention last week is when you're on the Next Ones playlist, it's not just you're on a new playlist and hey, it's fun, it's cool, it's like a new hip thing. Yes, it's growing, it's starting out. That's great. It's great to be a part of something like that. But not only that, what it is this. You actually have the potential to reach 10,000 plus people, because guess what? If you scroll down on my Spotify playlist, and if somebody's interested, right, they're gonna see the playlist right there front and center. If you can scroll down, check on your Spotify now. If you're on 2 phones, if you're watching me on the computer, check on your phone, look at my Spotify profile on the top of my Spotify. And if you scroll down, what you're gonna do is this. You're gonna scroll down enough to see the playlist, the Next Ones playlist. And at that point, you're gonna see, wait a minute, it's right on the face of my profile. So that's exciting. That made me happy, because I'm like, you know what? There's visibility there that I didn't think was there, to be honest, because I'm like, okay, this is a new playlist. I want to give these guys like more revenue, more streams, more notoriety. We're starting from scratch. We're building this up, at least the playlist, of course. Everything else has been around for a long time, aka me. I feel like a new artist every single day. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to read this comment on Instagram. Oh no, my brother needs a car battery. My brother needs a car battery. Listen, if y'all want to sow something in Jericho's life, do that. Sorry to put you out there. He commented anyway. He's public. Go ahead. He doesn't need it. He is not asking for it. But hey, if you guys, hey, do that, right? Like, that's awesome. Being able to submit on Monday night, that's a cool thing. But being able to help people, man, in that way, that's amazing. I think that's what we're all about here. Something that goes beyond just getting your music heard or whatever the case is, all right? I just got an eBay notification right now. Look at that. Anyway, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching me right now, go ahead and text your friends the link to this. Hello, everybody on YouTube, if you're just tuning in, and on Facebook, my page and my profile. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are fully immersed into 4 different platforms right now. 3 different platforms, 4 different pages right now live online. What that means is more of a reach for people that have yet to hear or be a part of the amazing community that is being built here on Monday nights. Music Mondays for 2 hours. Again, 9 p.m. we start Eastern. I'm giving you a long intro. It's only been 9 minutes. It's only been 9 minutes that I've been live. But I just want to be thorough in what I'm saying right now. And this is the thing. If you're a producer, you can go hop on worldrenegademusic.com, because I have an amazing sample pack that is royalty free. That's right. It's from my hands, from this mind, from my mouth, and it can be used to get licensed, to get synced, whatever it is. Just use it, take it, boom, and just all you gotta do is credit me and where you in as far as a co-producer and or background sound and or sounds from. But you don't have to. That's just an extra thing. You don't have to at all. You can literally take my sounds and make thousands, hundreds of thousands from them. And I don't know why I'm saying this, but just do it, take it. WorldRenegadeMusic.com. Sarah, what's up, Sarah? Thank you so much for saying that shit. I love your heart. Thank you so much. Everybody else tuning in on Instagram, it's popping on Instagram. If you want to comment on Instagram and you watch and you want to watch if you want to watch and listen to the sounds much more clear, of course, on Facebook and YouTube, you can do that. Thank you for buying a badge on Instagram. Those of you that are just seeing a stuck page on YouTube and Facebook, sorry about that. That's the thing. I'm trying to cater to everybody at once, but I will be able to do that better and better as the weeks go on, because we're just getting this thing popping on and popping tonight. So let's get into the first submission here tonight. If you're watching from wherever you're watching from, go ahead and comment below. Shout out to Q Official, just DJ LC, what's going on, my bro? Young Dior, what's going on? Main Hanger's in the building. Main Hanger, thank you so much for all the love. She be showing love for every Music Monday. And so this is what we're gonna do. You're going to get in line, worldrenegademusic.com/submit. And again, if you want to listen to this next submission or this first submission live and direct, you want to see the whole scene here a little bit better, then of course I'm on YouTube and I'm on, oh snap, Jamil, for real? I haven't even fully checked that. Oh my goodness. Okay, jeez. Okay, so we're gonna have to break that down too. Jamil's probably like, man, get to my submission already. You're talking too much. But listen, shout out to Jamil. He was the artist of the month. So that means that was last month. I'm looking for the artist of the month this month. You're gonna be the cover of the next ones. You're gonna get some reposts from me on my Instagram and all that good stuff. And what's gonna happen is then if you come up with if you have some consistent bangers this month, or rather even in the next 2 Mondays, you will be artist of the month for about a month, right? So probably even more because Jamil's been up there for a little while. So what does that mean? That means you get, again, notoriety, some extra push, some extra help, anything I can do for you with the platform. And of course, there's a lot of squelching going on and God knows what, how things are shared fully, but every push is a good push, right? So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna get into the first submission tonight. And I said it before, I'll say it again. The artist goes by the name of Jamil, and he submitted a song, and apparently it's a song that he wants me to feature on. And this is what I did. This is what I put out a few months ago. I haven't put it out since, and it's not because I don't want to, but it's because I don't want to keep doing it. It's like if you've seen it, you've seen it. I can't do it forever, right? I put this post out, and I said this. I said, if you want a feature from me, you can get it for free, 100% free, gratis. And that's what you can get, free. As long as the song is good and you submit it on Monday to be heard live. You see what I'm saying? So if you're watching right now, you too have that opportunity. If you want me to feature on something, send me something that has a slot for me, and then I'll consider it live. And I owe you a verse for free. I owe Jericho a verse, actually. Jericho submitted a banger, and in fact he sent like 2. So I have to like the song, or I can also help you get the song better, and then you're gonna have to show me again. But the other thing is if it's raw already, I'll be on it clearly. Okay. Not to toot my own horn, but I've never done free features in the past. Actually, recently I have, for artists that I've been finding that are super amazing, that I believe in. But prior to that, I wouldn't even do a feature because if it's not a good song, it's gonna hurt me. Do you understand? So many people feature artists that are just like not good, and it hurts your brand because I didn't understand that. Shout out to Chad Horton. I remember we did music together. He wasn't doing the music part, and he had told me, he's like, you don't want to feature on this person's thing because XYZ, and I'm like, no, it's cool, man. It's cool, man. I'm getting like $1,000. I need, I'd rather use $1,000. I don't care. And guess what? The money came and went, and the feature is still there. Hello, I don't think it's still there actually anymore. But you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? By the way, I'm drinking tea tonight, so you're gonna see me and probably hear me on the mic drinking tea because my voice is a little bit scrunchy today, a little bit of a throat issue. I rebuke it in Jesus' name. So let's go ahead, ladies and gentlemen. I clap to wake you up. If you're watching right now on YouTube and Facebook, World Renegade Music, again, this is the longest intro in life, but I figure this is my show, so I get to talk. It's my show too, so I get to talk, okay? So let's get to the first submission. Like I said, my goodness, everybody watching, they're like, man, is you gonna ever play a song? Man, come on, if it's like this, man, I ain't gonna mess with this, man. Nah. Chill, stop it. Put your chin up now. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into this song. I'm gonna go ahead and mute my mic here.
Everybody that left, they wish they would've stayed. God's the only one right, that's why he's really with it. Yeah, all the promise I kept, but they still feel away. Yeah, I ain't changing the subject, they gon' stay in here. Yeah, jumping in the building, I just caught my breath, I'm ready for another round. Speed Jamili, soon as they saw my name, they knew what's about to go down. Windows tinted, they cannot hide they soul, we know what they really bout. I'm just chillin', the flow so cold that I feel like a winter time is in my mouth. Yeah, yeah, know it's time, but they can't stop it, they can't hide what God has got for me. Yeah, 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 yeah. They put that money in their pocket, but I profit off the word he speaks. Yeah, yeah. And people dying every day, but I'm gon' ride for who I die for me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I won't get tired of doing right when they keep trying to kill the light in me. Yeah, they say they want no problems, but I doubt it. Keeping what he told me, I can't count it. Yeah. Who are all these people all around me? They talking like I lost it, but I found it. These blessings got me weak in my knees. I don't got a phone, don't got a shut off. I already know who I be, so now they got me going off.
I'm digging it. Hey, I have an idea, Jamil. I have an idea, Jamil, and the idea is this. The idea is this, Jamil, and that is, you know, beats going, and it's like, and then it goes, you know what I'm saying? Something where it gets, and I don't have my MIDI keyboard here hooked up yet again. Studio's not done. Setup is not ideal. But guess what? New gear is coming next week. But guess what? So I'm excited about that. I haven't upgraded my gear in years. Like it's been like 8 years, I think. So aside from the laptop. But other than that, it's like, oh my goodness. Wow. So basically what I will do, Jamil, it's I'm down with it, right? And because I know you're a producer, because I know you're talented, I'm down 100%. The song, let's tweak it. Let's get a little better, a little bit more hype. I like the chill vibe, bro. But I feel like let's bring it, you know what I mean? Let's bring it a little bit more to the maximum level. You see what I'm saying? Where it's like, let me see if it doesn't peak on here. I'm trying to, let's see here. I wish I had my keyboard here together live. We're going to get to the next submission in just a moment, but because this is a feature submission, it doesn't require too much feedback like going through Instagrams and Spotify's because, yeah, so. Man, I feel like with that drop, you see what I'm saying? I like the chill vibe, right? But then at some point we want to up just a little bit. See, the thing is, if I'm starting off the verse 2, it's gonna be hard to do that. We'll figure it out.
They say they want no problems, but I doubt it. Keeping what he told me, I can't
like
count
Jamil,
it.
we started off with this.
Who are these
Jamil,
people
let's
all
start it off
around
with this.
me? They talking like I lost it, but I found it. These blessings got me weak in my knees. I don't got a phone, don't got a shut off. I already know who I be,
and then it goes
so now they got me going on. Everybody that left, they wish they would've stayed. God's the only one right, that's why he's really with it. Yeah, all the promise I kept, but they still feel away. Yeah, I ain't changing the subject, they gon' stay in here. Yeah, jumping in the building, I just.
All right, shout out to Jamil on that. I obliged to the feature request. Absolutely. Again, if you're an artist, you have a banger for me, put me in the featured section in the song so I can know you want me on it. And of course, you get a feature owed to you. Every time you hear a ding, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, you're hearing new submissions, okay? So we've got to get into these next submissions here tonight. By the way, if you're watching right now on Facebook, on YouTube, it's right here on the screen. Music Mondays, submit now. You can submit live to the show, worldrenegademusic.com/submit. Very easy. Everything is seamless. You just got to hit that link and it'll make you think. So, ladies and gentlemen, those that are watching right now, you have an opportunity to submit. You got 2 hours. Well, right now, about an hour and a half of my time tonight. An hour and 40 minutes of my time left. And so we're going to continue on, ladies and gentlemen, and I might go over. I'm excited right now. I want to get a hang of this. You see what I'm saying? Yes, Jamil, we'll talk later for sure. Shout out to Jamil, ladies and gentlemen. Again, if you want to take his slot as the artist of the month, and not because he was I don't want him to be the artist of the month for every month, but you know, we give other people round, and he wants to see that too, I'm sure. And so anyway, ladies and gentlemen, could you be the cover of the next one's playlist for this month and a little bit of next month? It's dependent on how many bangers you submit this month. Usually there's like, I remember Jericho. Listen, if I don't hear a banger in the next week that's correlating with this week, I'm rooting for Jericho to be the artist of the month, because I said it before, he was killing it. But I want to hear some more uploaded bangers from Jericho, because I feel like they're not out yet. Jericho's bangers are not out yet. They're hidden. And by the way, for those of you watching, you're saying, how do you know Jericho? How do you know these people? How do you know them by name? I did not know these people from Tom, Dick, and Harry. Do you understand? But I met them from Music Mondays. And now we're not the best of friends, but I feel like we are. You see what I'm saying? Like, I could reach out. In fact, Jericho and me, I told Jericho has got an amazing guitar part on one of my Christmas songs coming out. So I'm super excited. And look what happened. I mean, we got to do a video, Jericho. You got to be jumping on the thing with a Santa suit. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, so we're going to get to the next submission here tonight. Again, if you're watching, if you haven't followed the next one's playlist on Spotify, do that. Do that. The next one's playlist on Spotify. All right, let's get to the next submission, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We've got the next submission. World Renegade Music is texting me everything, making sure that I'm in order. Here we go. I Am Few is the next submitter tonight. The producer is Tone Jones. Shout out to Tone Jones. Mixing engineer is Few himself. So I Am Few did mix it. He's also a moderator on the next one's group on Facebook. So if you're not in that group on Facebook, join that group right now on Facebook. If you're not going to hop off this, or you can leave another tab open if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook. So here we go. Let's go. So many dope artists have submitted tonight. Let's go. Let's go, Few. Let's do it. So here we go. The song is called The Battle. The song is called The Battle. Let's get right into it. And it is released. The song is already released. So let's see what the deal is.
Less precedence. I let my friends dictate if I sit or write a verse. Will they share it, or do they even care to converse of the topic at hand? Understand I need relevance, and Satan uses my anxiety to get a chance to grab a foothold of my thoughts and desires. My will to lift God higher, and he sets it on fire, but not the good way. I mean, he steals it from me and replaces it with thoughts of even quitting my dreams. He's a punk, and he's scared of my calling. I can literally smell his scent in the hallway. I just call on Yeshua to send in the angels. Immediately he retreats back to his eternity. But understand that he's not afraid of me, but he who is in me is how I can see. I'm in a battle now, I can't fool. Satan trying hard, let him know I ain't scared of him. Oh no, never backing down, I'm on swole. Oh, not today, let's go. Gotta send them out and send more. God is on the way, we got it roll. We will overcome, we can't fool. Yeah, I can't lie, I sometimes get jealous seeing all these Christian rappers out here selling. I'm merely here, I'm merely there.
Spotify verified, a couple 100,000 shares. What am I doing wrong? I make okay music. I got a different sound, but sound okay through it. And I'm just being honest, man, I struggle sometimes to remember I got a loan on these rhymes that were gifted to me to bring some hope to these lives. I'm responsible for that, to do the most with my time, and I owe them like fines just to go through the vines, every low and the high, to bring the broken to light. So if I push and I push with no visible success and get no trophies or awards to impress, I'm cool with no stress. Just tell them Jesus sent me to bring light to the dark and make history. That's what it's about, man. Not about me. All about he. I'm in the battle now, I can't fold. Satan try hard, let him know. I ain't scared of him, oh no. Never backing down, I'm on swole. Not today, let's go. Gotta send him out and send more. God is on the way, we gotta roll. We will overcome, we can't fold, yeah.
Joe, Jada, what's going on? Everybody tuning in right now. I'm live on youtube.com/Adriel Cruz now, and Facebook, 2 Facebook pages actually, and on YouTube. So you can hear everything and see everything like grander on a grander scale. But if you're watching right now on Instagram, I'm reading everything a little bit more, a lot more actually, when it comes to comments and engagement. And then of course, World Renegade Music is commenting under my name everywhere else. And of course on Instagram, any question you have, you can go ahead and direct it to them. So listen, Few, shout out to Few on this submission. Let me get the volume here right. Shout out to Few on the submission. I think this is cool. I just verified on Spotify when the song was dropped and released. Song was released in 2020. So it is about a year old. Cool. It's about a year old. And so I said cool because I saw text while I'm talking. Wow, that's crazy. I just responded. Okay. It's a year old, little over a year probably. And dude, I think it's a solid song. The production is awesome. I think you did a pretty good job on the mix. It fits the production, the vibe of the song. So that's pretty cool. That's, you know, when it comes to the mixing of the vocals, I would have, I could give you a lot more feedback as far as mixing, but I feel like what's done is done. I've shared with Few himself, but for those of you that don't know, when it comes to a certain type of song, mixing does matter. There's certain styles of mixing when it comes to genres that don't match. Oh, snap, that don't match. Hold on. Let me make sure that everybody can hear me on YouTube and Facebook really quick. If you can hear me, please comment below. I did see Jericho write. I did see Jericho type something in the comments. Give me 1 second on Instagram. Let me verify this really quick because I'm new to this. I want to make sure everything's working correctly. All right. So if you can hear me on YouTube or Facebook, please let me know. Can you hear me now? And I hope I'm new to this. I want to make sure everything's working. I hear you, bro. Okay. Okay, cool. Could hear you. Okay, great. It might have been just the volume when I raised the mic. So anyway, for those watching on Instagram, go ahead and share this. Go ahead and tap the little airplane button. All right. So when it comes to different genres of music and mixing, you got to be careful that you can't just use your regular vocal chain, even though it's connected to your vocal chain. So if you're an engineer, a mixing engineer, a vocal chain would mean the things that you use, the plugins you use, to while you're recording. Sorry, again, I'm getting a text. But while you're recording, the plugins you use is your vocal chain. So you got the compressor. You probably have 2 compressors on there. You probably have XYZ, EQs, you name it. And so some delays. And so those vocal chains don't always work cross genre. So what that means is you can have an awesome vocal chain for a trap rap song, but when you apply it to an underground rap song or a boom bap song, it just doesn't work the same, right? It's a very, very big deal, and some don't understand or realize it. So few, when it comes to this song and the mixing, I think it worked on this song. That's what I'll say. There's certain sonic areas that I could have heard that we would have wanted to hear a little bit more, but the beat was so chill, bro, that it's just like it works. The beat was chill, so you didn't need to really be too dynamic with everything. So, a few comments on Instagram just so I could read it. He said, "Oh, good advice, man. That's a gem for me. Didn't know that." So hopefully somebody else didn't know that, and yeah, you could take that with you. Tweak and variate, right? Like you're not going to start from scratch your vocal chain, because sometimes you have some really good vocal chains. You got some great compression on your voice. You know that your de-esser's a certain level because of the way that you pronounce your S's, and you're like, and you fix. Don't start from scratch, but tweak it for sure. Tweak the EQ is the main thing, and even the compression. You might have to pull back on some. You might have to squash it a little bit, right? Depending on the genre. And of course, depending on the song, but just the genre in general I'm talking about. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get to the next submission here tonight. Shout out to Few on that submission. I love when artists submit older things that haven't been out, because it gets new life on this show and for weeks, months, and years to come, because this video is going to be on my YouTube. God knows who's going to subscribe tomorrow or tonight or the next day or next week. And they're going to go through my videos and watch, because people have commented to me, DM me, "I watched this video from you." And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's 5 years old. And it's great, but I'm not embarrassed by it. I love it. But it's just like, whoa, you actually spent time to watch a video that was from the back in the day. So those of you watching right now, you have an opportunity, worldrenegademusic.com/submit, to submit your song to get played, and not only played, given feedback and more tonight, especially based on commenting and the sections and the questions, just like Few's asking right now. What about content wise? I want to be better in all aspects of it. So Few, for that song in and of itself, I feel like it's a one and done. It works, the end, and it's cool. So nothing stuck out to me as far as like really engaging because the beat, so in the same way that a vibey rap song could be played in the background, that type of beat has that same energy where it's like, it's just a dope, like, word, yeah, I'm here. Like there's nothing, again, dynamic in the song, right? And so because of that, nothing popped out crazy. I know to an extent what you were saying, and that was real and that was good. But again, to be honest with you, that gets lost depending on the genre of the song and the beat, really. You know what I mean? As far as content is concerned, I think the content was good. The content worked for sure. I'm reading a comment right now. I actually figured out a way as well. So just in case, World Renegade, you don't answer this or don't know how to answer this one, I will answer this. Somebody asked in the comment section on YouTube, shout out to Cold Blood. He said, what type of music genre should the song be that you're submitting? Any song, or rather any genre, any song. Ideally clean, because that's how you get more placements, more opportunity for radio and whatever the case is. But hey, listen, whatever you want to submit tonight, if it's your best work, submit it. Let's give it a go. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, right now is your time. worldrenegademusic.com/submit. DJ LC says, AC, I got some for you tonight. Might need that feature. All right. Send me the heater, bro, with the slot for me. All right, we're going to get to the next submission here tonight. Hopefully everyone can hear me live and direct on YouTube and Facebook. Those of you watching right here, thank you so much for coming on in, and of course everywhere else. So the next submission is DJ LC himself. DJ LC is the next submission, and we're going to go ahead and get into this. The song is called Blow Up. Featured artist is Prodigal. Prodigal spelled like Prodigal, Gyl. That would be cool. You know what would be dope? If that was a girl, it's probably not a girl, but if it was somebody named Prodigal, like Prodigal, but Prodigal, no, that's really underground hip hop. It's more like, yeah, Prodigal. That's weird. Never mind. Here we go. Chris DJ LC file uploaded. Blow Up is the song. It's the final version. It is released already. It's called Blow Up. So let's listen to see if it blew up. DJ LC. Let's see. Let's get into it right now. And submit while the song's playing, ladies and gentlemen. You see it. You can do it. If you think it, if you believe it, You can do it. There it is.
Busting in churches, they want the answer, I'm giving them purpose. Back to the service, checking the clock when we put in the work in. Get out what you order, too strong, pull a 50 when we ball up. Move on, and let Johnny with the hold up. I don't know, but I'm really about to blow up. Blow up, blow up. Said they better hold me back before I blow up. Blow up, blow up. I don't know, but I'm really about to blow up. Step up in the bin and watch me hit you with the Bible. Got you on the left, kinda feeling like a psycho. God made me different, so I'm feeling kinda nice though. Saving more than 15 dreams, it's like it's Geico. Yeah, I know what I know. Cashing in my credit like people checking their FICO. Gotta preach the music, I'm living up on a high note. Boy, they going dumb, somebody checking their vitals. Busting in churches, they want the answer, I'm giving them purpose. Back to the service, checking the clock when we put in the work in. Get out what you order, too strong, pull a 50 when we ball up. Move on, and let Johnny what's the hold up. I don't know, but I'm really about to blow up. Blow up, blow up. Said they better hold me back before I blow up. Blow up, blow up. I don't know, but I'm really about to blow up. Blow up, blow up. Said they better hold me back before I blow up. Blow up, blow up. I don't know, but I'm really about to blow up.
Fire in my veins, I keep on pushing through all of the pain. Life shall be first and the first shall be lame. They try to tell me, boy, just stay in your lane. God told them, just step back, stay back. You ain't gonna need a face mask. Sending my spirit down on the space track. Even my soul is the word, I sing them from the train track. Now they got the sword and they're fighting at the apex.
Busting in churches, they want the answer, I'm giving them purpose. Back to the service, checking the clock when we put in the work in. Get out what you order, too strong, pull a 50 when we ball up. Move on, and let Johnny what's the hold up. I don't know, but I'm really about to blow up. Blow up, blow up. Said they better hold me back before I blow up. Blow up, blow up. I don't know, but I'm really about to blow up. Blow up, blow up. Said they better hold me back before I blow up. Blow up, blow up. I don't know, but I'm really about to blow up.
Alrighty, that was DJ. Alright, that was DJ LC, ladies and gentlemen. DJ LC with the song that is already released. The song is already released. It's called Blow Up, featuring Prodigal. So, alright, DJ LC, beat is raw. So the producer is Premise. Premise is the producer. I like that. Blow up. I like that. Catchy, great voice. DJLC, you have, I don't know if you ever thought this to yourself, but your voice gets straight into the microphone, right? Like you can, I have a sense that when you perform, if you've ever performed, I'm sure you've performed, but if you've performed in different places and the sound was not $1 million sound, I'm pretty sure that you sounded pretty good on the mic. Confirm, yes or no. The reason I say that is because your voice has a frequency that actually, and this is a super gem right here, because this is not more of a, this is more of a confirmation, affirmation gem, because, so you can, have you ever been to a concert and somebody sounds good on a microphone and they're on the same system, same sound guy, very subpar system, but one guy sounds good, the other guy doesn't. And I'm not talking about the guy who's rapping over his own lyrics on the song. I'm talking about because of the mic and how he's holding it and how his voice goes straight in, the frequency. His voice just is perfect for a speaker. And so I've experienced that. I've experienced that where I've performed places in the past, years ago, where the sound was just, you know, $20,000 sound system. It wasn't like a major deal. And those kind of sound systems, it's like, you know, depending on the sound man, even, because a lot of places too, like it's not really, it's just not next level sound techs. But the times I've had those, right, it's been amazing. And the funny thing is, there's actually times that I've had amazing, huge, like, anyway, long story short, you would think they wouldn't mess something up, and they do. So that's another story too, where somebody's like working on a $100,000 sound system and still mess everything up, and they're professional. We all have our days and our moments, and especially if it's an outdoor event or festival. So anyway, all that to say, DJ LC, your voice is good. Your voice is good. The chorus, always good. Beat is good. Now, what I would say is this: the actual feature on this takes away a little bit of the excellence factor of the song in general, right? No hate, no despising, no, the feature's bad, nothing like that. I feel his voice could fit great on another kind of song, another kind of beat, his style, whatever the case is. But on this specific song, I felt like it took away a little bit from whatever the case is. I just felt that, and that's, again, overall, like, just hearing it overall, that definitely stuck out to me for sure. But the song's a banger. It's something that could definitely be, how would I put it? It's something that could be overlooked to some degree. You know what I'm saying? It could be overlooked. And it's more so the delivery and the lyrics I'm talking about of the second verse. You did your best on the engineering of cutting his vocals in, and I heard that. I heard the little, where you cut him in, and, a lot of times I've done that myself with certain rappers that they're just to liven up their verse a little bit. If you didn't notice, if you're not hearing it well online, and those of you on Instagram, there was some little bit of vocal effects on his vocal, which was cool. The cuts, that's when it livens it up. And I've done that to artists who kind of, and even if you're good, you can use it, right? Even if it doesn't mean you're bad because, you're going to get vocal effects and cut up. No, it just livens it up a little bit where it needs to be. And I think you had a good ear on that for sure. But what I would say is this, for the feature, cool, good, but again, it takes away from the excellence factor. Beat is good, beat works. The actual song, the content is good. The chorus was cool, and it was a simple, basic thing to say, which again are the money makers. By the way, for those of you that don't know, the more basic and the more basic you can be in your choruses, sometimes you would think blow up. I mean, come on, seriously, you're talking about blowing up? Yes. It's simple. It's been said over and over again, and it would always be said until blow up is equivalent to the word fat, the word PHAT, fat, meaning cool, which you can start using now, by the way. It's been over 15 years. So you can use the word fat. Let's bring it up. Yo, that was a fat beat. It's kind of cool. I felt kind of cool saying it. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, worldrenegademusic.com/submit. I am live on Facebook, on a page, on a profile, and YouTube. You can go ahead and follow, subscribe, and do what you can on those platforms. YouTube.com/Adriel Cruz Now, Facebook.com/Adriel Cruz Now, Instagram, Adriel Cruz Now, and we are live and direct, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching right now, you can go ahead and submit and get in on the action. That's right, get in on the action tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I want to hear some ladies tonight. Ladies, I want to hear some ladies tonight. I love when we get some women submitting. So let's get into the next submission tonight. We're going to get to the next submission tonight. Shout out to the Agape Music Group. Oh my goodness, the Agape Music Group. And wait a minute, is this what I was, is this like almost like one of those situations where it's like, I can't think of now the transitional phrase, but, and speaking of a female feature, is a female on this song? I would say yes. The artist's name is the Agape Music Group. And correct me if I'm wrong, slap me in the face if I'm wrong. Is this husband and wife group, right? I mean, that's what maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, I met them recently, kind of actually online. We did like an interview session online on another app, which will not be named. And it was a great time. That's us. Okay, perfect. So so here we go. My dreams have come true tonight. This song here tonight is called Fire Rain, featuring Renee Pullum, Renee Pullum. Let me know in the comments what how do you pronounce that, but it's Pullum. The Agape music group Fire Rain featuring Renee. All right, and it is released already, and the mixing engineer is John Howard III, producer is John Howard III, and Alan Pullum. Fire and Rain is the title of the song. All right, so let's get into this, ladies and gentlemen. Again, if you want to be able to listen, thank you for those buying badges here tonight. Thank you so much. If you want to be able to listen to the song in its totality hi-fi, you can go ahead and watch on YouTube and or Facebook. So here we go. Let's get into the song. It's already released. Ladies and gentlemen, we are loading the song up right now. So if you're listening to your heart's content, it is loading right now. Well, it's still loading. I wonder what's the deal here. Uh-oh. Never has this happened before. AC, you still playlisting songs. Yes. Every song that's out, that's a good, dude, I'm thankful that you brought that up because there's so much I'm covering every night. So yes, I am playlisting songs. I did mention it actually early on or in the first 10 minutes, but I am playlisting songs that are out and that have been out and unheard. And there's really it has to be within the year at the very least. I kind of came up with that as Q was submitting last Monday. And his song is now on there. By the way, Q, if you're watching, you're on there now, buddy. I totally slipped my mind. So if you end up on the playlist and I say this is good, then of course DM me and tell me, hey, you told me that I could be on the playlist, and then I'll put you on. So forgive that. But sorry, for some odd reason, this song is okay. So just released Friday. Okay, so the song is released on Friday, but for some reason, what's going on here? Apologies on this really quick. It's not loading up for some reason. It's never done this before, literally. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to go to the next submission, but I'm going to see if their song plays and loads. All right. So it's not Agape at all. They've got everything together. It's for some reason, something's happening here with this that has never happened before. So what I'm going to do is force quit on Safari, which is opening the music. And let's go ahead and try one more again, or until we get this right. Yeah, it's strange. Huh. I wonder, that's so weird. It's so weird that that's happening. Never happened before in 4 months of doing this. So let's see, ladies and gentlemen. We've got tons of submissions after this. So we got to make sure that this is all right. So at the very least, we can go ahead and bump it from Spotify. John Paul in the building. Listen, we're going to probably bump this on Spotify right now. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to bump it on Spotify instead since it's out already. The Devil is a Liar, the Agape Music Group. Anyway, let's get to this song. It's called Fire and Rain. I'm going to stream it straight from Spotify, and which means they get half a penny. All right? Not even half, but here we go. Oh, streams. Oh, Lord. Okay, here we go. Let me see if this works out.
All of my eyes, all of my fears, giving my cash to you, so please hold me near. You said you won't leave me, I knocked on my own, you're there in the triumph, even when I fall, 'cause my hope is all in you, every word you say is true, you are working for my good, 'cause everything you do is good. You're the God that brings the fire. Oh, you're the God that brings the rain. Oh, you're the God that brings the fire. energy, amazed at your heart for me. You care for me, always been there for me. Even in the bad times, even in the good times, you're so good. Even when I can't see it, when I can't feel it, you're so good. You're in the day, you are in the night, just like you're there in the lows. You are there in the highs, yeah. Nothing can phase you. Your ways are higher, your ways are greater, and nothing can separate you from coming out to me. You're the God that brings the rain, God of rain. You're the God that brings the fire. You're the God that brings the rain. You're the God that brings the fire. You're the God that brings the rain. You're the God. You're the God that brings the rain. You're the God that brings the fire. You're the God that brings the rain. You're the God that brings the fire. You're the God that brings the rain. You're the God that brings the fire. You're the God that brings the rain. Yeah. Sometimes I'm looking for answers. Sometimes I get a little unsettled.
Everybody, sorry, you all were listening to me on YouTube and were mad because you couldn't hear me, but now you can. Sorry. Okay, so that was the Agape Music Group, and I couldn't get quite get the MP3 going. And the cool thing is we're about to hit our hour, so that means there is a short break, and then we get into the next hour. So let's get right into this. Hopefully, everyone can hear me now on Facebook and YouTube, and you're not freaking out. But okay, so the Agape Music Group, Fire and Rain is a song. Where was the feature at? Yeah, hopefully you can hear now the Agape Music Group everywhere. It's just the volume on the microphone. I got to manually raise it up. I don't know what I'm doing. Someone please help me. Cool. All right, so here we go. So great vibe, great sentido, great sentiment behind the song. You're the one who brings this. You're the one. I love the content in that. Love what you're saying. It's essentially kind of like I wouldn't say a worship song, but it's worshipful. It comes from worshipful heart. Like, thank you, God, you brought this and you did this and that, the other. So, and I do have the Yellow Duck DJLC, and I don't know. We'll get into that in a second. But all right, so production is good, and it looks like you produced, right? Like you produced it with Alan. Production is good. I think there was some. Now, I would love to hear some more feedback from you in the comment section, if possible, on any challenges you had in mixing a song like that, as opposed to maybe some other kind of music. Granted, I haven't heard any other songs as of yet, and anybody else in here, if you haven't either. But if you want to follow them, by the way, on Spotify, they are the Agape Music Group, AGAPE Music Group, the Agape Music Group on Spotify, if you want to give them a follow. I'm definitely going to put that song on the playlist for sure, John and Sequoia, for sure. And so, yeah, if you can, any issues with that, just because, when it comes to songs that are very sound heavy, layers, many vocalists, layers of vocals, there's certain challenges, right? And I want to be able to kind of speak on that, right? So, and just like I thought, my man put, or my girl put tons of challenges on this one, getting everything clean and crisp. Absolutely. I didn't want to jump the gun and offend nobody, but that's the first thing that came to mind. I'm like, well, there's a lot of sounds here. And I can tell that this was the best you could do, given the work ethic, the hours, the time. And at a certain point, it's just like, you just got to go with it. And so the reason I say it like that is because it's a challenge to mix this for those of you that are engineers and stuff like that. So props to you for doing that. Because the more sounds you have, the harder it is to get that sound that you were looking for. So there is a lack of the crispiness that I would have liked to hear in the vocals. And I think, honestly, it just had to do with certain frequencies in the beat having to be not necessarily spread, because I can tell there was some spreading going on. But I don't know how you mastered it. Ozone is a great tool from iZotope to master and to use the relay. I would have loved to hear that relay over that. In other words, really widen some sounds so that the vocals could really just kind of sit. They could spread out too, because I feel like her vocals in there, all that could, I could hear that spread. And honestly, I just want to kind of give it another run real quick, just a brief one for those of you waiting on me to play your song. This is what happens on Music Mondays. Sometimes I get a little more involved in certain songs depending on the overall, again, content of the song. And so again, I couldn't play this I'm going to have to restart my computer for when we start this live over again. But yeah, I'm not able to play it through there, which is unfortunate. But anyway, this is what we're going to do. By the way, we're going through the Agape Music Group's song, Fire and Rain. They just submitted that. It is on Spotify now. And so real quick, on YouTube and Facebook, you can hear the music.
All of my eyes, all of my fears, giving my thanks to you. So please hold me near. You said you won't leave me. I'm not on my own.
Yeah. So basically, honestly, there was a little bit of a muffled sound on the vocal that it's not just the EQ, but part of it was the EQ on the vocal. I would have definitely hit the high end some more, lowered the low mids a little bit, and compressed just a little bit more, because it's a dance song. However, the mix that's sitting in there now with the vocal has more of a gospel like feel. The vocals are more of a gospel feel, which works. So it's almost like a gospel song. Yeah, we'd love for you to hear the actual MP3. Yeah, Spotify does do a bit of it, but there is a way to break through the code of compression in Spotify. You almost have to go extra harsh, not extra harsh, but somewhat harsher than you would, so that when Spotify does process it, by the way, this is for somebody that's a mixing engineer. You got to understand, when you're mixing and mastering, the end result is going to sound different on Spotify. Every time I upload something and it goes out to the world from my studio, I hear it for the first time because it sounds different. But after a while of doing that, you start seeing the frequencies that are kind of squelched in Spotify and iTunes in the compression factor, and you touch those and you hit those more on the mix. And yes, they have a different set of sounds to be able to normalize all the digital sounds, right? Songs and everything like that that are in Spotify. So nothing sounds too crazy out of like, it's what in the world, like my ears are going to blow up, right? For hearing this, it kind of brings it down. So anyway, yeah, I do want to hear the MP3. And in that regard, I'm going to go ahead and wait till I'll go ahead and DM you guys afterward. But as far as the overall song, that was more the details, by the way. Again, Monday nights is not only about feedback, again, subjectively. There are certain elements that are subjective to certain things. I preface that. But for this, when it comes to a song like this, I feel like the mixing is something that really is the thing that stuck out to me most. Not because it was bad, but because I can tell there's certain things in a song like this that's dealing with, again, so many vocals and changes and sounds that it gets complicated. And again, that's a great learning moment for everybody, but it's also something I can relate to, that I've related to in the past as well. And that now hearing it this way, it's just a good way to bring about conversation in regards to mixing engineering. Now, the actual song, right? Well, I'll hit you guys up about that later when I can hear the MP3. But when it comes to the song, I love the content, love the vocals, love the sounds, and I think I want to hear some more. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, did you like that song? Please, in the comment section on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, put your hands together for the Agape Music. I think they did a great job. This is one of those songs that's not just, and nothing against rappers, right? But I love when songs have more to it. They have more opportunity for growth and placements and whatever the case is, and just a wider audience. Let me just put it that way. You know, rap is rap. There's a huge audience for rap and hip hop. But this kind of music, the rhythm, the dance, that whole vibe, I think I would love to hear more of it represented for sure, you know. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm over here in Georgia. It's 10 o'clock p.m. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and stop this stream, restart this, make sure my Safari's right, because I need to get into the actual MP3s of your submissions. Shame on you. And so we're going to get into this. Next up, we got Mike Miz. Next up, as soon as I start this live over again on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook pages worldwide. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, go ahead and share this. You got time to submit. We've got a whole hour left, and we've got some submissions before. Oh my goodness, we've got some submissions before you. But if you want to skip the line, you can do that if you want. No pressure. That's on you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm signing out for now, and I'm going to come back in about 3 minutes. Give me about 3 minutes. Refresh the feed on YouTube. Hit the notification bell on YouTube. Like the page on Facebook. Refresh. In about 3 minutes, you'll see me back on live on Instagram, Facebook page, Facebook profile, and YouTube. It costs money to go live so many places, and that's what it is. By the way, every badge that's purchased goes toward the continuation of the lives, even though it takes forever for Instagram to send that. But hey, thank you, Instagram. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back in about 3 minutes. We're going to get right into Mike Miz, and we're going to hear what he has to bring to the table. So, ladies and gentlemen, see you in